Hey y'all, Alyece Smith here, and welcome to the Socially Ausome podcast, where we empower mompreneurs to implement simple social media strategies into their businesses and elevate their online presence. I'm a mompreneur of three, an affiliate marketer, a network marketer, an influencer, a social media marketing agency owner, and your personal guru. I am here to give you tips, tricks, and tools that you need to build your social media business. Let's dive in. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Socially Ausome podcast. Alyece Smith here. I'm your host, and today we are diving into one of my favorite topics, TikTok. That's right. So I recently read the TikTok What's Next 2024 Trend Report, and I'm really excited to talk about it with you today, okay? So TikTok's kind of claiming that 2023, it shifted, right? And we saw that an audience of over 1 billion people came to TikTok to find community, surprise, and delight. So what they're saying is in 2023, a lot of people got like life hacks, throwback tracks. Thriving small businesses started to really build that community. TikTok Shop took off, really celebrating authenticity, right? You noticed a huge difference or a huge shift in what we consider influencer marketing these days. And I said this, I think, in my episode last week, but influencers aren't just pretty, perfect, polished blondes anymore, right? They're anybody. They're genuine people. So what's coming in 2024 in TikTok, right? And some of this will apply to us as solopreneurs. Some of this is going to apply more to like large corporations and large brands. And then some of this is just going to apply to the creator that has fun. But let's chat about it. So they're saying that 2024 is all about creative bravery. It drives impact, peak global curiosities, flipping traditional story arcs, and deepening trust between brands and their audiences. Now, that was a bunch of jargon. Let's talk about it like breakdown. Peaking curiosity, right? Curiosity marketing. This is some form of attraction marketing that we've talked about before, but making curiosity, right? Creating curiosity. Starting those conversations. When your audience is curious about what you have to offer, they're more likely to inquire and ask questions, which opens a conversation for you to make a sale. Number 2, storytelling unhinged. And I'm so freaking glad they said this because I just hosted my storytelling magic workshop, and I swear this was not planned, but I love that because that is something I've been telling my audience for a while now, is that it's not always about your content being bad. It's the delivery of it, right? It's the delivery of it. So if you are not telling a story and being compelling in that content, people don't believe you, right? So TikTok itself is saying storytelling unhinged is happening in 2024. You got to learn how to tell stories in your content. And then third is bridging the trust gap. We talk about this all the time, building know, like, and trust factors with your audience. So bravery breaking through in 2024. It was recommending, okay? You have a transformative mindset fueled by curiosity. That's amazing. Imagination, being creative, vulnerable, having courage, okay? Taking strategic risks and being vulnerable is now the ultimate brand strategy, and I could not agree more, okay? They said that they're leaning into micro insights and showcasing quirks and how that could be your superpower. Again, branding, okay? So how can you take what are your quirks and make them your brand? The unknown and the uncomfortable is what creates the unimaginable. And those that are brave enough to create it, it'll happen. It'll flourish, right? So I'm really excited about that because those are things that we talk about regularly. And I'm just feeling so validated right now by TikTok. I have to tell you that. So let's break these down one by one. Curiosity being piqued, right? People come to TikTok looking for more than just one answer. They're curious about a topic, right? I saw the whole trend where people are taping their face, right? It supposedly helps you keep wrinkles away. Never seen that in my entire life. Go to TikTok, I start searching it, and boom, 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 right? Leading on relevant perspectives, uncharted rabbit holes. No lie. I swear I watched face taping videos for like 2 hours, right? So it really is that curiosity piece, sparking action with your audience and the discovery on their journey. It's really cool. So TikTok users are like 2 times more likely to agree that TikTok introduces them to new topics they did not even know they liked, right? I had no idea I would spend 2 hours of my life watching face taping videos, but here I am doing it, right? So how can you introduce your audience to something new? How can you pique their curiosity, right? Things that they might not be aware of, showing behind the scenes. This is how I do XYZ, making them curious about how you're running your business. The next was the storytelling piece, right? Storytelling unhinged. So TikTok is a place where, everybody, different shape, size, voice, collaboration, all the subject matter, they flipped everything we know about traditional storytelling on its head. Content on TikTok is designed to be reinterpreted and built upon. So how can you shape your brand's identity and narrative into a story, right? How can you have an equal seat at that table and showcase your story? So intriguing narrative structures, so storytelling, and I hate all this jargon, but storytelling, guide viewers past the first few seconds. So it makes your users, if you're telling a story in your content, more curious and keeps them watching 1.5 times longer. You want to increase your sales, you got to increase your views. And that's not just to say that views are sales, but you got to get more eyes on your stuff. And in order to increase your views, you got to keep people watching longer. You got to keep people watching longer. It's insane, right? So learn how to tell stories in your content. And then the third is bridging that trust gap. So on TikTok, brands have really opened a line of communication with their consumers and their community. And I'm hoping you're doing the same with your own customers. But you can leverage creators kind of as a shortcut. So build a campaign, a piece of content. Every single piece of content or campaign that you build is an opportunity to share, listen, and learn. You're building that trust and those values with your audience and generating a deeper loyalty from them. So I kind of read a little bit on this trend report that after seeing an ad on TikTok, which I don't recommend ads unless you have a ton of organic traffic on your own. I'm just going to say that because I don't really think people should be running ads until they've got their marketing strategy to a T. But the trend report says that after seeing an ad on TikTok, viewers trust the brand 41% more and are 31% more likely to be loyal to that brand. So take that as you will. I am going to kind of convert that into our solopreneur and say that the more content of yours that they see, the more likely they are to trust you and more likely to become a loyal follower. Okay. So I encourage you to kind of take that and turn it into more content for you. Of course, TikTok's going to tell you it's because of ads. They want you to run ads, right? They want you to spend money. I'm going to be real with you and just say, make more good content. Okay. Really good content. So I'm really intrigued by this. I think that to sum this up in a nutshell, we're going to see people being more vulnerable, more authentic, telling their story, sharing it with the world, and really building that trust gap between them and their audience by using that vulnerability and using their story. Because social media content is no longer just aesthetically pleasing. The more real, raw, relevant, and relatable you can be, the better. So, as always, if you got any value out of this at all, please leave me a review. I absolutely would adore you. I think that it continues to help me know what to create episodes about, how to help you in your business, and it just really keeps us on production. So I would love for you to leave a review, take a screenshot of you listening to this, throw it in your stories, tag me. I would love to give you a shout out. You can check out the show notes below for all of my resources. I have a link to my Facebook community there as well. You can join that community for free, and there's about 2 years worth of training in there that you can plug and play into your business immediately. So make sure you check that out below, Socially Awesome Entrepreneurs. As always, you guys, make it simple, make it social, and make it awesome. Talk to y'all soon. Hey, thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I'm Alyece Smith, your host, and let me tell you how you can get a free social media audit from me. Make sure that your profile is optimized and you're ready to build. Take a screenshot of you listening to this episode, throw it in your stories and tag me. You can find my handle in the show notes. I will share it to my entire audience, and you will be entered to win one of the 5 free audits that I'll be doing every single month. Number 2, if you found any value out of this episode or any of my episodes at all, please feel free to leave a review. It is the best compliment you can give. Lastly, make sure you check out the link to get into my free community, Socially Awesome Entrepreneurs. It's in the show notes. We go live in there weekly with guest trainings and more. Until next time, make it simple, make it social, and make it awesome.